Welcome back, All the Smoke International. We're over the waters out here in beautiful Croatia. Man, we have a really special guest today, and forgive me if I butcher your name. I've been practicing it for the last 30 minutes, but Miško Ražnatović. Close? That was close.
Very good.
One of the most respectful and influential agents in the world, coming to you obviously from the beautiful Sunset Media Festival out here in Croatia. Let's just jump right into it. You have 3 players in the NBA Finals right now. One is a 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. You were someone who discovered him, so tell us about how you discovered him and talk a little bit about him as a person. We obviously get to see the amazing basketball player, but he's someone that's starting to come out of his shell and talk a little bit more, but we haven't really heard him talk too much. So tell us how you discovered him and who he is as a person.
This is pretty unique story because generally all the players from NBA or even EuroLeague, they're discovered by team of scouts who are going all over the countries and see the kids 8 years old, 10 years old and start following them. Somehow nobody really paid attention on this guy. What is really funny is I have Bell Basket as my company. We have very big scouting department and very good, especially in territory of Serbia because this territory is not big one. Somehow they also didn't find him and they didn't notice him. What did really happen, because I'm an old-fashioned guy, I like to read newspapers, not to go to web portals. So every Sunday there is Serbian newspapers with the results from all over the country and all over all leagues. So I was reading newspaper and saw that one guy in the competition, Serbian under 18, what is really low, had 29 points and if I'm not wrong, 26 rebounds. I said, wow, not more than that. Next Sunday, I was reading newspaper again and I said, hey, let me check another guy. Then I saw 30 points, 27 rebounds.
Wait, did you say 57
no,
rebounds?
30 points, 27 rebounds. Okay, this is kids basketball, but still impressive. So I said, it's not my business, it's business of my scouting department, but I'm curious, let me check this guy. So I called my scout and asked him about him, and it was silence. He didn't know him. What for me was surprise of the year, having in mind that he knows all the kids 10 years old.
Right.
So I said like, hey, look, it's obvious that he's center with 26 rebounds. Make one phone call and check. Is this guy grab rebounds because he's older, stronger, and beat kids, or he's versatile? He called me back in 3 minutes, said, no, he's not strong, he's very versatile, even little overweight, sneaky, but he's like talented. I'm the guy who believes in system, in projections, in analysis. And I don't know why I told him I want to sign this guy. So go to his place, what is like 50 miles from Belgrade, find the family and talk with them. He went there, and make conversation with the family. Family is great one, very stable, old-fashioned Serbian family. They really take care about kid well, and they were like very happy that agency of that size was interested in kid, who, by the way, never come to the practice of the seniors team. They really didn't recognize, and they accepted to join the agency, but they wanted to see me. 2 days later, I came, we talked, was very good chemistry. Especially his older brother, Strahinja, he was there, he was really important at that moment for this decision and many other decisions in Serbia who really helped him to become what he is, especially in the beginning and when it was really hard. So Nikola joined the agency. What is really funny...
At what age? Not to cut you off, how old was he?
17
17 at that time? Okay.
Yeah. This is the first and last player in the 27 years old history of the agency that we signed him without anybody seeing him. And now we are talking about scouting, about videos, about analysis, This is, so I can say that somebody told me that
it worked out.
Make this call.
Yeah. You took a shot in the dark and it worked.
Yes.
So 2-time NBA MVP, heavy discussion about he possibly could have won his 3rd MVP this past year, but it went to Joel Embiid. Talk to us about just how much, obviously, that meant to him, but also meant to you. I mean, like you said, you discovered this kid when no one was really checking for him. He's arguably the best player in the world right now. When he accomplished a 2-time NBA MVP, what did that mean to you?
I mean, dream. Really, I mean, it's for you that you are in United States and you are, I mean, somehow used that players are getting MVP. And I mean, from Serbia, nobody ever. And especially from such a small team, he grew up in Mega, and especially with this beginning of the career, it sounds like science fiction, you know.
Right.
So of course, I mean, mix of the feelings, very proud, very happy, everything. But generally, I'm not kind of the person excited one, you know. So whatever comes next day, I forget. Nikola is very similar. He really, people believe that when he say, I don't care, will I be the third one? Right. They believe that this is theater, and when he goes home, that he's so nervous and but it's not true.
He really doesn't.
He really didn't pay attention. Now there is something that he really pays attention. And then we are talking in the moment when Denver leads 1-0, 1-0 against Miami. So, I mean, 3 more games, 3 more games, 3 more games. Only
I mean, his talent is so special. I mean, he's breaking records left and right with these triple-doubles. Last night, another triple-double, 27, 14, and 10. The whole first half, he got his whole entire team involved. And in the second half, he stepped up and did some scoring. How do you like him and Murray's duo?
No, absolutely great. But I can tell you, for the years, I was so nervous watching him. Like, come on, shoot. He doesn't shoot first quarter.
He's a pass-first guy.
You know,
yeah.
And at the end of the day, like last night, his first shoot, your MVP, first shot after 12 minutes. And at the end of the game, you're 27, you're top scorer. I mean, he's really unique. I never see that kind of the patience and will to help to others for the win, you know. And on the beginning, like 3-4 years, you know, was like so many times 1 rebound to triple-double, 1 assist, you know. I got like mad and crazy. I told him, he was laughing all the time, you know, because I told him, okay, make 1 more. He really didn't care for this. And obviously now when Murray is back, they are big time. They play together, they understand each other. And I believe that the reason why they didn't do anything last year and a half is his injury. Now when he's back in the full shape, I believe they're really probably the best duo. I mean, maybe some players are individually better, but as a team, as a couple, as the chemistry, I believe they're absolutely great. You saw some conversation when they joke, you know, it's really...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's rare to see players play off each other that way. You know, they can both be great without stepping on each other's toes. You know, they both can handle the ball, they both can set the screens, they both run the DHA. I mean, it's amazing what they do. I stayed up last night and watch the game. Do you normally, I mean, obviously because it's the finals, it might be a little different. How do you normally catch games? Do you normally catch the highlights the next day? Do you stay up for some games? Because it's such a crazy time difference.
I believe I found perfect way. So really, I mean, if I watch at 3 o'clock a.m. and game is finished at 6, I'm not focused, you know, I'm sleepy. So when I wake up in the morning, I don't touch my phone, because if I touch my phone,
you're gonna see it.
Something about game will go out. So I don't touch my phone. I take my iPad, NBA application, and then there is like high scores. So I don't know anything what it happened, so I watch the game. Also, it's really good for me, because no timeouts, no commercials, no halftime.
Right to the money, right.
I have to admit that when Joker goes out, I do fast forward, you know, and then, you know, it take me 55, last night was 57 minutes, so it's great. And when I come to real life and take my phone, with all other world, I'm like somebody who watched the game and know everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I believe that after this, you know, a lot of people are going to do this.
Yes.
Who were you as a player?
I mean, I was really talented, but I didn't make it, you know. And to be honest with you, I never understood why, because I was a guy who was hard working and everything. Somehow didn't work. But as the type, I was not the guy who people like to play with, because I was shooting too much, passing less. So I don't know, maybe more offensive and non-athletic Murray. Let's say in few words.
Did you idolize somebody growing up?
Not really. My idol was Dražen Petrović, you know, and even I was a kid when he's just 2 years older than me, but when he was 16, he was already very important, and I really loved the way how he played.
You get a chance to meet him?
No, he died.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah,
But I play all my life in number 4. My email address, all the social media have number 4. My daughter played the number 4. We are really, I cannot say obsessed, but number 4 is really important in our lives, exclusively because of him. And you know, I was like fighting with my friends, who is the best European player in the history. You know, everybody say Joker, I said Dražen, but like maybe last year after second MVP, I had to accept defeat.
Oh man.
You found your way to becoming one of the best basketball agents. How did that start?
You know, like best stories in the world without any plan. You know, I finished law university and very low, and started to work as attorney at law, and was really good criminal law. So I have 3-4 times in young age that I defended murders, and everybody really, including me, I saw that it will be a really good a good career. And in Serbia, you know, at that time, especially 90s, was a lot of crimes, you know, and this role of the attorney was really important. Then all of a sudden, in 1995, people in Serbia started to get paid. And players, for the first time, need legal protection. They didn't know where to go, but they knew me, because even at that time, I played some Division 4 for the fun. By the way, all of them believe that something is wrong with me, you know, because everybody play basketball, run for the girls, nightlife, school, nobody. And I was only one who put also nice career in university, you know. So they came to me with full of confidence, and I started to prepare the contracts, and let's say legal protection was really difficult because there was no contract. I had to make everything, name, clauses. You know, even today, they copy-paste that contract. And it was like maybe 2 years only legal protection. After 2 years, I saw the team signing players do horrible mistakes. I said like, okay, let's give them advice. They respect me, so I started to be agent. 2 years later, I said like, I should be international, so let's try to sell some players international. My range was equal to range of my car, because there is no mobile at that time. So okay, there are closest country were Romania, Hungary, Macedonia, very low level of basketball. In the car, going there, talking with the teams, and went very easy. So after 3-4 years, I become small international agent. You know, then one summer, Polish team started to pay big money. Again, my car very far away. I stay 17 days. I signed, trust me, 17 players. And after that, I said like, you know, I'm going out of the criminal law. I will be 100% basketball agent. But from the beginning, you know, it was really easy. Today, if I want to start that way, it's not possible. Even 16-year-old kid, you know, they have the agents. I hate this, but now agents approach the 14-year-old kid, you know. This is ridiculous. At that time, we had no Serbian agents. Couple of guys work for big American agency like SFX, Fame, that kind of the stuff, but they were interested only in cream de la cream. 80% of the players have no agent. They don't know what is agents. So I came with a Thai lawyer. They signed. And all of a sudden, in 2 years, I had 100 players. Of course, low level. But getting low-level players, you got experience, you got practice, and you get the chance to show to the people that you're capable. And then I was practically waiting 7 years for a big-time transfer. 2002, I did it. After that, everything changed, and after that, you know, big players, big coaches, everybody started to, join the agency, and, you know, after that was easy.
The rest is history.
You put in the work. How did Bayo basketball come together?
Bayo Basket?
Yeah.
Bayo Basket, it's me. I mean, like, you know, we just have to give the name, some name to the company, but Bayo is the first part of Belgrade, my city. Basket, of course, so I gave that kind of the name. And our structure is completely different than structure of American agency. Because, you know, all those agencies, my partner Excel, leading one, and others, plenty of the people working, you know, marketing department, legal department, you know, and here we did different stuff. It's me and people who help me, you know, and we really don't touch marketing, don't touch other stuff, you know, let's do other people who are specialists for this. So I believe I'm a specialist in basketball. I love basketball. I can watch, I don't know, 10 games per day, and we are focused. We are focused on it. And generally, players more and more they like this approach. So you know, they want to have person in front of them instead of company, because you know it happened to some American players. Let's say you are the agent. We work 2-3, then you move and you become general manager of NBA team, what is very common now, and you stay with this agency, you don't know anybody, you know, and for agent you have to have personal touch. Here is different. They have this personal touch with me, and I believe that was one of the key of the success on European ground for our agency, because I don't know, do you follow in EuroLeague, what is like the biggest level, I have more players than second and third together.
Together, yeah. No, you're number one, 60 plus.
Yes, yes. That's the reason, because that kind of the structure. Also for social media, you know, I have more than anybody in the world. Of course, I'm not as strong as American agency, but American agency, you know, they put on social media nice visual. They put something what is like one department. Here, no, it's me. You know, so they can feel my personal stories about the players. Sometimes they can feel excitement. Sometimes that I'm sad, and people really prefer this. I said in Europe, I don't know how it works in United States.
Well, it's definitely working for you to be number one the past 6 years, and like you said, you have more than the 2 and 3 combined, which is insane. So that's great work.
Especially the 2 and 3, European part of big time American agencies.
That's tough. I'm going to name a few guys here you've crossed paths with, current players and retired players. Darren Williams, you helped him transfer internationally during the lockout in 2011. Can you speak to that?
But this is very crazy story. At that time, I didn't follow basketball, NBA basketball. You know, really not. I have no players, games at 3 o'clock in the morning. I cannot. So lockout, Besiktas coach Ergin Ataman, who in meantime won a couple of times EuroLeague and become a coach of the year in EuroLeague, he called me and said, hey, we have big budget. We want to use this opportunity to sign 2 months somebody really big time from NBA. I said, okay, positions? He said 1. I know that my partner, Jeff Schwartz, they have Jason Kidd. So I said, Jason Kidd, coach was excited. Great. I called Jeff. Okay, he said, no. Yeah, he's not interested. He's older and this is. But take Darren Williams. I have to say, I have never heard for Darren Williams. So I picked the phone, I closed the phone, I said like, hey, I'm asking him for Lamborghini. He's offering me, I don't know, Ford. But okay, let's check this guy. Then I take a look on his profile. I said, wow, 25 points per game, all-star, all-star, all-star. Yeah. I called coach, I said, hey, Jason Kidd, no, but I have another one. Reaction was not so good. But 3 minutes later, his reaction was copy-paste of my reaction. Yeah. So it was like, let's bring him. So we brought the guy, we signed, and it was like
2 months for big money, right?
Yes, and you know, I met him in Istanbul, great guy. And he, you know, even he stayed only 2 months. He lived this team too much and grow up everything that at the end of the day, they won Turkish championship, but nobody ever expected before the season. And then this story has continuation. Worked really well for 1.5 months. Then coach told me, hey, we have again money. Yo, bring me big guy. I said immediately, Lamar Odom. He said, done. So I called them, everything fine. We will preparing the contract. Lamar signed the contract and supposed to fly in 2 days. And then they finish lockout. So this deal never happened. I was the most upset in the world because when we're doing this, they were already preparing this show with Kim Kardashian in Istanbul. I said, okay, if you want this transfer, I was like joking. I have to be part of it. They said, no problem, you will be special guest. And I was like, wow, you know, after that, when I come back
you're about to be grown up, you're about to be on the Kardashians.
In Serbia, you know, I'm big time. Everybody will fall down. So, you know, I was very, very unhappy because I missed only 3-4 days.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you didn't get him because I was on the team with them with the Lakers, and we definitely needed him that season. Boban. Boban is a international star, all kinds of commercials. Obviously not the most talented of the bunch, but someone I heard you're very proud of.
Yes, I mean, Nikola is best player in the world. I am very proud. For many others, I am very proud. But for nobody, I am proud as much as I'm proud for Boban, because it's so difficult to explain what he was in 17. Born in very small city in eastern Serbia. He was too tall, you know, people joking with him. He's so bad knees. And he managed to beat everything and to become NBA player. This is good, but this is not the greatest. The greatest is that he ended up fighting with Keanu Reeves in John Wick 3. You know, so I mean, playing basketball in a small team in Serbia and become NBA MVP is very long way. But being there and fighting with Keanu Reeves, it's 3 times bigger, you know. So Bobby Marjanović, who has bright future in Hollywood, you know,
absolutely.
I mean, is you know, and especially he's such a good guy. He has such a good soul, you know. I mean, I will give you just one example. He was already star, but had no minutes, and he came to Mega, what is like a very low level at that time. And it was 12 players, 18 years old, and him. Like, he's 3 levels up. Before the first game was scrimmage game, it was 13 players. So Mega played with 13 players, but they had 12 jersey, you know. And you have a right only one time to guess who come to the court without jersey. It was Boban, who is like father to all 12. He was so polite, he let them take the jerseys. And there are stories. There is also, you know, I'm very funny. He came to this low level, and second game we play against guy who is 6'6", position 5. He's so Bobby all night long is shooting fade away. You know, we lost the game. Bobby was horrible. After the game, I told him, look, this is the distance, and difference is 20 million. He said, what do you say? I said, when you get the ball, if you go to the guy, he hit you, it's small pain, but you say, it's fine, and you go to the rim, and you shoot fade away, the difference at the end of career will be 20 million. And I was wrong. It would be more.
More, yeah.
Would be more.
Yeah. You've been such a huge part of the European League growth. There's around 60 players, current European players in the NBA today. Where do you see this going in the next 5 to 10 years?
I mean, it's very difficult to say. European basketball is not going in a good direction. I mean, young players don't get a chance to play, and also they're moving early to NBA. Then with this third two-way contract, less and less players are coming to Europe, and EuroLeague becomes really league without the stars. And it's not good for my main business, because my main business is EuroLeague. EuroLeague was the most exciting ever this year, but not because people were great. Just great teams are going down, middle teams stay, and then it's like big competition. So I really worry for European basketball. For NBA, I don't worry at all. Everything goes right direction.
We grew up playing. I played football, baseball, basketball growing up, and played 14 years in the NBA. What is your thought on younger players being so groomed for just one sport? Are you with that? Do you think they should play multiple sports that help them with the collective of being a basketball player?
I am really against the situation what we have now, where the parents really push kids from 8 years to go in the morning, just a little bit stretching, in the evening practice. You know, the guys get physically and mentally born before they started to play. So I'm really against it, and I would like to let them enjoy childhood or play basketball. Personally, I believe that in an early age, the best will be some judo or something like this, so you get stability, you put some muscles. Soccer is also very good. And then later, 11, 12, you start slowly with basketball. Okay, Nikola Jokic is maybe one of great examples. But not only him, Nikola Jokic, you know, in 14 or 15, he played water polo, never played basketball, you know. And Nikola didn't play serious until 18, and many others. And I saw so many huge talents in, let's say, 12, 13, where everybody said, oh, it will be new Nowitzki, new Jokic. And then in 18, absolutely.
Burnout, yeah.
Yes. So, unfortunately, I mean, I believe we agents, we have part in it, you know, but also parents, you know, who are in basketball really more and more remind me for the Latin American parents who see the kid 7 years old soccer player, and that's the only way for them to live good. And then it's such a big pressure. In basketball, started to go this way. I'm really against it.
I feel like making it a job too early. You know, like you said, I think the main thing is to because I coach my kids, they're 14, but mine never pushed them to do anything. We wanted them to play everything and find your passion. Now they're 14 and they love it and they work out, but they played all kinds of different sports growing up to kind of find that love and passion.
That's the best way. If I have sons that age, I will go this way, you know, to put pressure, you know, far away as long as possible, because if they are professional athletes, they will have enough pressure in their life, you know.
Yep.
We recently had Isaiah Thomas on our show, and he said that the next 5 years, the top players will be international players like Luka and Giannis. What is your take on the national players compared to NBA players today?
You know, honestly, you know, I'm a big fan of European basketball, and I really enjoy this moment. You know, I enjoyed the moment that Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic are probably in best 5 players in United States. First, they're coming from this region. That's very important for me. But second, what is maybe the most important for European basketball, they show to everybody here that it's possible to become NBA MVP, an NBA All-Star player without great physical abilities. Because when you are 10 years old kid and you watch LeBron James or Giannis Antetokounmpo, you cannot identify yourself because you say like, oh, this guy jumped 3 meters, running 100 meters, 7 seconds. I cannot do this because this is not my nature. Then you watch Nikola Jokic or Doncic, or if you are lucky to see Nikola Jokic photos when he was 14, 15, 16, and you say, why not? You know, there is a way. Probably I am not going to make this way, but I have at least hope and reason to practice every day, to try. And so that's many times in interviews I underline that Jokic is very important in general for European basketball for the kids. Because believe me, 5 years ago, also coaches, you come 14 years old, if you're a little bit fat or this, they put you on the side, practice on the another basket. Now, no. Everybody's more careful because they say, who knows? Maybe this one has that kind of the talent, passes, and that's it. So it changed a lot, and I'm very happy that in some, let's say, second way, I was part of this this change because, you know, I mean, people more and more enjoy in this this way how Nikola Jokic and also Doncic played the game.
Do you have any up-and-coming players coming from out this way now?
I mean, there is one guy for this draft. He's very special. He's 2'18", 2'19", Croatian guy who played in Montenegro, who is really very mobile, shooting 3 points, blocks, everything, but they still didn't realize, you know, because didn't have a lot of minutes, you know, when you are young and 220, some injuries, but now everything came together. And for instance, they play playoff game against Partizan, which is very strong EuroLeague team, the guy for 20 minutes had like, I don't know, 23, 12. This guy is going to be a great. Size and style of the game reminds on the pick number 1 from France, Wemby. But, okay, not that good, but for sure is going to make a very good career. And also there are really plenty of kids, especially in Mega, that I believe are going to make NBA draft and to have NBA career. But generally in the past, whomever I mentioned in the interviews, he didn't make it. So I decided I don't put the names, you know, for the bad luck.
Yeah. What do you think about Wemby?
I mean, it's like really amazing, what to say. You know, I mean, I cannot say that I watched him many times, but this what I watched, this mobility with this size, shooting and everything, you know, looks like that he's going to be something special. Okay, they put 2 days ago some that he in defense he was horrible against one undrafted Lofton, I believe, game, but yeah, still is some really special talent.
Do you see the NBA expanding to Europe anytime soon?
No. I mean, like, honestly, this is a big-time European wish, but this is not realistic because, you know, NBA is really different level, and there is no any reason for them to come. They were talking like will be one conference or something, you know. It's far away. It's far away.
Who are you outside of work?
I mean, first, I really spend a lot of free time watching basketball. Not because I have to.
Because you love it.
I love it. For instance, last weekend was Serbian under 14 championship. You know, I watched in 2 days 5 games. When I entered the gym, everybody is like, what's going on? How is possible that agent of big-time NBA players is coming to watch the kids? You know, and I'm trying to be hidden because when the kids see me, trust me, they got like to overreact. But I didn't come to watch because now I will go to particular kid. You know, I came to watch because we have this team Mega what we support, and I like to see, you know, how the kids are on 14, maybe to give some remarks to the coaches. I really enjoy watching basketball. Besides this, you know, traveling a lot, restaurants, you know, I mean, I'm now 57, so maybe 2 years ago, I officially retired from nightclubs. So don't go to cinema, don't read the books, you know, just, you know. But I like to sit with the friends in cafe and chat mainly, again, about basketball.
So is there anything you're working on now outside of basketball?
No.
No? Just basketball?
Just basketball. You know, in Europe, it's much more popular to be agent in soccer. And there are 100 times people come to me like, okay, you know, you are so good, it's much bigger money. But, you know, if I'm soccer agent, I have to go to watch soccer games, so better no.
All right, we appreciate it. We're coming to the end of the interview right now. So right now we're going to do quick hitters. Just the first thing to come to mind, let us know. In your opinion, the top 5 most impactful European players of all time.
Nowitzki, Jokic, Dražen, Stojaković.
One more.
One more. Luka.
Good call.
First thing you do in the morning and the last thing you do at night?
The same. Checking the phone.
Checking the phone.
If you can rewatch any game in NBA history and sit courtside at it, which one would it be?
I mean, you know, it's not easy to answer because until 2010 I didn't watch even one, you know, almost. But yeah, I know. This is the game I didn't watch, I just heard for this one. So it was the game New Jersey Nets against Houston Rockets when it was career high for Dražen Petrović with 43 points or something like this. And you know, her mother gave me the shoes from that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's dope. Toughest negotiator in the NBA?
You know, I don't negotiate NBA. You know, I mean, like, different rule, different time zone. You need really, if you want to be successful, you really need to do this through American agents. So my partner is Jeff Schwartz, Excel, and he's the only one agent in the world that I say, this one is maybe better than me. For others, not for sure. And he's doing this. He's doing this really, really well. And before he talks for my client, we talk. But I never enter into the negotiation about numbers or anything. By the way, if you have a time in NBA, this is so easy. Everything is according to the books. Super max 267. That's it. You have space, little bit here, a little bit here. I would like American agents to come here to negotiate. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon with owner from Ukraine, in 7 o'clock with owner from Spain, 9 from Turkey. Completely different story, different rule. It's like really very jungle.
Real work. 5 dinner guests, dead or alive, that you would like to have one last dinner with.
From basketball?
Anybody.
Dražen Petrović, Dušan Ivković. Will be people only from basketball, we on basketball, so.
There you go.
Vasilis Spanoulis, that's for sure. Nikola Peković. And the 5th one, probably I will give the favor to Jeff Schwartz to be in the nice company.
There you go.
By the way, I don't know, do you know this detail? I mentioned Nikola Peković. Okay, he had very good NBA career, not great one. But the funny fact is that when he was 18, he was center, I was point guard.
Oh, really?
He played the same. He was really good in making screens and offensive rebounds.
Strong.
That's the year when he learned to play without the ball. Because ball was with me.
Because you were shooting them up.
If you could see one person on our show, who would it be? But you have to help us get him on the show.
Bobby.
Boban.
Okay, that'd be a good one.
Because, for the reputation of the show, okay, Nikola Jokic will be big time. But for the for attraction, for this what you are going to get from the answer, to be fun, where everybody here will be on the floor laughing, Bobby for sure.
Boban. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
That's a wrap. All the smoke, Croatia. You can catch this on Showtime Basketball, YouTube, and the iHeart platform, Black Effects. See you guys next week.
From goal line stands to standout goals.
It's Haaland again!
Live sports live here.
You ready for it? Oh, what a shot!
We've got Tigers, Eagles, Amen Corner, and miracle upsets.
Fairy tale continues!
From the big house to the biggest game of the year.
On to the Super Bowl!
And it's all streaming here.
More. You ready for it?
On Paramount Plus.